What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the attic. There is no UFC card this week, but we've got a lot to cover from last week, and we've got PFL Brussels this week, so I decided to go ahead and make a video. As always, we're going to start off by reviewing last week's results, so let's get into it. Last week started off with one Fight Night 43. We didn't get a lot of bets on this card, but we still did pretty well. I went 2 for 3 on wagers and made a profit of 0.83 units. After that, we had LFA 232, where we made another small profit of 0.88 units. I won 3 out of 5 wagers on this card. After that was another one championship card. This one was One Friday Fights 154. I only found a single wager on this card. We took Rugrug as an underdog and ended up losing that fight. That still was not the end of the week though. We had UFC Fight Night Allen versus Costa. We did so-so on the card as a whole, only winning 7 out of 12 predictions, but we still made a profit of 1.93 units. While that card was going on, we were also watching MVP Rousey versus Carano, and this was our best card of the entire weekend. I made 5.38 units on this card, winning 7 of my 9 wagers. As a little side note, this Nkuta fight was total bullshit. Moraes held on way long after the bell, and it should have cost him the win, but it is what it is. Finally, we closed out the week like we always do with the weekly bonus. We've had some good weeks recently, so our bonus isn't as big as normal, but I did still make $3.48 in free money. I ended the week at a new all-time high. For some reason, this is showing $12.20.80. My bankroll was really only $12.19.80, so our unit size this week is going to be $12.20. With that out of the way, we do have a handful of fights on this PFL card, so let's jump right into it. Our first wager of the night is at welterweight between Rustam Serbiev and Ashley Reese. I've got no wager history for these two, so straight to this week's predictions. All 3 models are pretty confident in Rustam Serbiev, and at the book, he's a minus 165 favorite. I spent 2.47 units to return 1.5 units with a win. Next up is a featherweight bout with names I'm certainly going to butcher. Kiwini Lopez versus Adam Miskini. Pretty much no wager history here. I bet against Miskini as a pick'em and ended up losing that one. As of now, that loss only accounts for a quarter unit. Despite the bad wager last time, the models still like Miskini to win this fight. All 3 of them are very close to even, but I still placed a 3-unit wager on Adam Miskini as a minus 200 favorite. I've only got one more wager on the prelims, and it'll be another welterweight bout between Luka Paklit and Hamzat Abayev. Again, no wager history for these two, so straight to the predictions. Hamzat is an overwhelming favorite by the prediction models, one of them as high as 75%. But At the books, he is an underdog. I spent 1.5 units on him as a plus 150 underdog in hopes of returning 2.25 units of profit. On to the main card opener between Keisuke Sasu and Aseo Ajuj. Only one wager on this history, but we did win it. We took Aseo Ajuj and ended up winning what amounts to 0.32 units. He got a win in the last one, and the models like him again. All three of them are over 60%, and it's a good thing because Aseo Ajuj is a minus 400 favorite at the books. I risked 6 units on this wager. Next up is a bantamweight bout between Marcellari Alves and Naoki Inoue. This might be the most wager history on the entire card. We've made 2 wagers on Marcellari Alves. How the hell do you say that guy's name? Anyway, I've made 2 wagers on Alves, one as a favorite, one as an underdog, and won both of them for a total profit of 0.76 units. We're again betting on Alves this time, but the models are not extremely confident. 2 of them are in favor of him, 1 against, and all 3 are very close to even. At the books, he's a minus 170 favorite, and since the 3 models don't agree, I only risked 1.7 units to return 1 unit of profit with a win. In the co-main event, we have another bantamweight bout, this one between Taylor Lapilus and Jake Hadley. We actually found a fight with more wagers on it. We've made 3 wagers between these two and won 3 of them. In total, our profit is 1.12 units. On this weekend's card, all 3 models favor Taylor Lapilus. They've got quite a range between 57% and 64%, which doesn't match up to the minus 600 that Lapilus is at the books. But that doesn't mean anything to me. All 3 models agree, so I bet enough to return 1.5 units with a win. Unfortunately, in this case, it was a 9-unit wager. Finally, we get to the main event of PFL Brussels, where Patrick Haberara, God, these names are tough, takes on Benson Henderson at welterweight. Only a single wager between the main event fighters, and we won that one betting on Patrick. We've got a profit here of 0.72 units. This weekend, the models are still confident in Patrick. Very much so, as a matter of fact. He's 74% on the lowest of the 3 models, and the most confident of them has him at 88%. That is a ridiculous number for these models. And it's a good thing too, because at the books, he's a minus 2,000 favorite. I had to risk 29.99 units on this fight to return 1.5 units with a win. Holy hell, I hope there isn't an upset in this fight. That would hurt. That's all I've got for you on this card. Let's go check out the totals and see what it all looks like. On this card, we were able to find 7 fights to wager on. 6 of those we wagered on the favorite, 5 of them being confident predictions. The other one came on an underdog, and the models were also confident in that pick. Our history with these fighters has 8 total bets, where we wagered on 5 favorites, 2 underdogs, and 1 pick'em. We've only wagered 7.25 units. Not a whole lot, considering I've got 30 units wagered on a single fight. Fortunately, that brought us a profit of 2.34 units for a 32.2% ROI. Our total risk on this card is pretty high. I've got 53.66 units out there for a potential return of 10.75 units. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in PFL Mana or LFA, I believe it's 233 coming up this weekend. I've already got predictions and wagers posted over there. That's all I've got for you this week. As always, thanks for watching and good luck on all of your bets this weekend.